go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spawn coming.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Series here at the XBL, the Cross-Platform Baseball League. A rematch of last season's World Series it is. Ashnod's Coupon and his slugging Chicago Blues taking on Lazy and his nearly perfect Black Jackals, who only lost one game in the regular season. A Long Ballo Award winner versus the reigning champion. Anything can happen between these two teams at 93 batting ego in this World Series. I'm Light Snack, a.k.a. Florabelle, a.k.a. your play-by-play announcer. With me on color commentary is League co-commissioner Dwayne. Dwayne, so much time has passed, and here we are. Another World Series and another matchup between these two absolute powerhouses. What do you make of tonight? It's definitely going to be something to see between these two teams, both known for their hitting capabilities, but we've seen this bump to 93 batting ego. They're still able to drive the ball deep, but it seems like those moments aren't as easy to come by as they were at 90. Both. No worries at all.
My apologies there. We had a mix-up on my microphone. But if you would like to repeat that question, I would love to answer it, Florabelle. Sorry about that.
No problem, Dwayne. How are you feeling tonight with this matchup between these two powerhouses?
I'm feeling great. I said before, it's been a really long road, like you said, a couple nights off of casting after the semifinals, which were electric in the AAA and XBL. And now we're here, the rematch between Lazy and Ashnod, and I couldn't be more excited. The road here was difficult for both of them. You would think number one and number two, it might have been a little bit easier. But no, the gauntlet was just as difficult, if not more, than Season 8.
Exactly, and both of these teams have had the chance to battle here at 93 ego in the semifinals the previous round, and both of them giving up losses for the first time in the postseason, both of them sweeping their way through the quarterfinals. And it seems like the bump up to 93 ego, these two teams are both very well known for their batting capabilities, and yet here at 93 ego, those moments, while they're still able to drive the ball deep, they seem a little bit more rare to come by for them to string together a big rally of these big hits.
Yeah, you've seen them scoring pretty high in all of their games in the previous series, like you said, on 93. But it's been more timely hitting. Like, they are two of the most capable hitters in the entire game. So 3 ego isn't going to be the biggest jump in the world for them, but they've shown that it's been just a little bit more difficult, and the runs have been a little bit harder to come by. So we can see tonight who's going to have more of the timely hitting. I think maybe there's more favor in Ashnod's corner than last season's World Series with his ability to hit the ball over the fence, even on 93.
Ashnod definitely was able to show that he had very good batting still in the semifinals, obviously able to get those 4 wins to punch his ticket to the World Series. And, you know, most of his wins there, he was putting up double-digit totals of runs. So Ashnod, I feel, has a very good shot at taking some games off of Lazy. Whether or not he's going to be able to get those 4 remains to be seen. I think it's going to be a bit of a closer contest than last season, where Lazy was easily able to sweep his way to a World Series victory over Ashnod. And one thing I did notice a little bit in the semifinals for Lazy was that Lazy Lazy's run total, the one loss he did give up was when he was the one who was providing the broadcast here. Lazy will be providing the broadcast again for this World Series. So whether or not that could play into effect remains to be seen. Maybe a bit more pressure on Lazy's side. He is the rating champion, wants to go back-to-back, has to deal with the fact that he is the one providing the broadcast, knows that the eyes are watching his perspective. Clearly he's a champion, so he's been able to push those emotions down and just hunker down and get to it. But I don't know, going back-to-back, Dwayne, it feels like there's a little bit more oomph in Ash's corner.
Yeah, I think he's more ready than ever before. It's going to be all about whose bats are more electric going forward in this series, and I think games 1 and 2 tonight are going to be the jumping off point.
And Lazy's pitching as well. I think if Lazy can dot his corners like he's been able to do in the past, another thing that we haven't really talked much about between these two teams is the pitching aspect. Lazy is mostly known for his batting, but we bring it up all the time here on the cast. Lazy's pitching is also absolutely electric, usually able to shut down other teams and get him into those situations where he can get 10-0 or 11-1 mercy wins. On the contrast, Ashnod last season was known as one of the bottom barrel pitchers. This season, he's been able to improve his pitching techniques. And it is rising slowly and steadily towards the middle of the pack in terms of pitching. And when you're dealing with 93 batting ego, perhaps that puts even more of a advantage in Ashnod's corner, given the fact that at 93 ego, Lazy's already been starting to see some batting difficulties.
Yeah, it could be. Ashnod's step up in pitching showed a lot in his earlier playoff rounds. It's shown that he's been able to keep his opponent from scoring quite as many runs as he did last season, going through his playoff run and in the regular season as well. So I think that will play a lot into how things go for Lazy, but he's been practicing. Like I said, both these guys are going to be fine on 93, I think, as they're two of the best hitters in the entire world. So I'm just excited to see what show they provide. I think that there might be some dueling on the mound to pair up with that hitting for sure.
I'm excited with you right there, Dwayne, and I hope you all are excited to watch it as well. We're going to get that ready for you right here, right now. Stay tuned. We will be right back with the start of the XBL World Series. Game 1 is heading your way. Stay with us. And we are loading in here now to Sakura Hills, where The Black Jackals will have home field advantage throughout this World Series. Having been the #1 seed, like I said earlier, only one loss in the regular season. The first pitch of the game from Fast Bo misses just a bit high, and we are underway.
Yeah, here we go. Lazy starting off with some heat. Let's see. Trying to overpower Ashnod with some fastballs early.
Gets into a good count here, 1-2. Ring him up right on the corner. Strike 3 called.
Big strikeout to start things off. Lazy, like we said in the pregame, a very, very good pitcher on the mound. He's going to want to be hitting those corners. You can see him attacking the top portion of the zone early.
Yeah, knowing that Ashnod likes to place his reticle low in the zone, Lazy keeping the ball up, trying to get him to chase, trying to get him some weak contact. The 1-2 here from Bo, swung on and belted to deep left field. Isn't able to put enough mustard on it, though. It dies at the warning track. Snappy pop makes the catch in left field.
Yeah, some hard contact there from Ash. That's what you're going to expect pretty much every time he decides to swing at a strike. He's going to be hitting it hard, so Lazy just needs to be able to place it in the areas where he's not able to get too much lift on it. You can see the plate discipline of Ashnod right there, working pretty well on this count.
Good pitch there on the corner, though, to even up the count at 2-2. The delivery. Swung on and fouled it off, spoiling a good pitch there. The high heat from Lazy. Staying with the heat, staying with the high heat. Swung on and crushed, but right at Lanky at second base. So a 1-2-3 inning to start things off for Lazy and the Black Jackals. Their turn to bat.
Yeah, not a bad start at all. A clean inning against a powerful, powerful lineup like Ashnod's is very, very good to start things off with. Ooh, what a pitch there from Ashnod to clip the corner, though.
That one gets by the second baseman's glove. I think Ashnod might have had a play there, but opts not to dive or run for the ball, and it's a leadoff single for the Jackals.
Yeah, one of those in-betweeners. It's tough, snuck right under the glove.
Ashnod's lower defensive capabilities has been a bit of a weight for him throughout both last season and this season. But Lazy takes off for second, is going to be caught stealing.
Yeah, some aggression there from Lazy. Not quite going to lead on the bat. A snappy pop here. Decides to end up throwing away and out. That's pretty unfortunate, especially as that one heads right up the middle for another single.
Right past the pitcher's glove into center field for a base hit, so runner on first with 1 out. But yeah, caught stealing. Lazy perhaps wanting to get that runner to second base. Thought he had the timing down, but Ashnod holding on to the ball and is able to get that throw out for the first out. Amy B steps up. Ooh, that breaking ball right on the outside corner.
See, Ashnod's catcher also has a really great arm, so stealing is going to be something that Lazy has to use very timely.
Lazy couldn't get the timing right on that off speed, but that one is crushed past the diving glove of the shortstop. That's going to get into left field. First and second with 1 out. The Jackals, 3 for 3 so far.
Yeah, unfortunate he let one go on the base paths, but yeah, 3 for 3 so far. That's an awesome start. Decides to take a strike there. He's just waiting for his pitches, and he's able to be productive with them so far.
And if you're the Jackals, you love to see this. A runner in scoring position with Kim Toe. Belts that one, the 0-2 into left field. Hard hit, so not enough time to round the base, but the bases are now loaded for the Jackals here in the first. Kid K stepping up to bat.
Yeah, and great speed at second and third, so this is a huge scoring opportunity for Lazy. Ooh, and he just gets underneath one to center field.
We'll see if it's deep enough for the Jackals to challenge home, and it will be. Ash throwing to third instead to keep the runner at second from advancing. So a sac fly gives the Jackals the early lead, 1-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, gotta feel good to score the first run of a World Series. Lazy already jumping out early in the bottom half of this first inning.
And Big Walter Horton tense on the mound, the starter for the Blues. 19th pitch of the game is swung on. That one's belted to right field, but it's going to hang up right at the Blues, the right fielder. But the inning ends after the Jackals take an early 1-0 lead. But these hot Chicago Blues bats are right back up on offense.
Yeah, and Ashnod could take any pitch and put it right into the seats, make this game tied. So he's going to need to be careful with that placement. You can see him attacking the corners there, using the power pitch.
Getting good accuracy on the power pitch as well. They recently made the pitching game a little bit more difficult. Lazy's not too bad at it, but Ash rips that one to left field. A leadoff double here for the Blues. They're looking to answer right back here, Dwayne.
Yeah, extra base hits are going to be the MO on the Blues side of the ball. You can see Lazy attempting to single Ashnod to death in the first inning with, I believe, 4 straight singles. But Ashnod and his Blues are going to hit a ton of extra bases, find a bunch of gaps, and those dingers.
Ashnod almost certainly would love to capitalize on this right here. Lays off that pitch right on the corner. The 2-2, high heat. Swung on right back up the middle. That's a base hit. Cox Enormous is going to have to hurry. Gets that one back in. Runners at the corners with nobody out here for the Blues.
Yeah, looking good. Lazy definitely wants to get one on the ground here, but it's very difficult to find that sort of contact off Ashnod's bat.
Oh, that one's hanging up, and that one's going to be driven into right field. B's going to cut it off before it gets to the wall, but the tying run will score, and nobody out still here in the top of the second.
Here we go. The chess game continues as now the game is tied. Ashnod in big scoring situation with no outs. They're starting early. They're scoring any way they can, it seems, too.
Swing and a miss on that pitch in the zone. Fast Bow looking to get the first out of this inning and hopefully keep this game tied. The changeup, swung on and fouled. Another 2-2 off the plate, taken all the way, brings the count full. The payoff pitch to Jackson. Swung on and crushed into center field. That will load the bases at least. It's a slow roller to Normus. That's going to score a run, and the Chicago Blues take the lead here in the second.
Big run there. Still got first and third. The train continues around the base paths for Ash. He's just making contact, and that one's going to find a gap. That might clear him. BB King with some really hard contact there.
The wild pitch just absolutely crushed to right field. Linky's going to try to get a play at home. The throw is in time. Not enough speed, and that's how the Jackals get the first out of the inning.
Wow, much needed for Lazy. I was surprised that Ashnod didn't score there, but that had to have minimum speed.
Hanging curve to the pitcher is caught at the warning track. That one almost had a chance to get out of here. Sorry for stepping on you there, Dwayne. I got excited off the bat for that one.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to carry too. No problem there. Just with the bat of the pitcher, I guess not enough for Ashnod.
And now Fast Bow is tense on the mound. And again, the story of this series is going to be the bats of these two teams adjusting to 93 ego. That curveball's in the zone. Zilla makes a dive, doesn't come up with it. That could score another run. Lazy throws to second, was conceding home, but Ash chose to stay at third. Possibly not enough speed there.
Yeah, I think even if Lazy did throw it to second and Ash had broke for home, he might have still had time to get a runner that slow. So it's wise of Ash to stay conservative with 2 outs. Trust his bat to maybe find another single or even the gap again.
But curveball over the plate, and that one's hammered right into the glove of Lanky at second for out number 3. But the Blues get one of those big innings, take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, huge for Ashnod in this World Series to jump out like that right after Lazy scores a run in his first inning. And there's a 1 pitch, 1 out in his favor, starting things off on the mound in inning number 2.
Yeah, you can kind of see already here in the start of this game, this 93 batting ego. Lazy has been relegated to foul balls and singles so far, whereas Ash has just been absolutely clobbering the ball. The 0-2 is swung on. That one's dribbled weakly to short. James picks it up and throws it to first for out number 2.
Yeah, a couple nice outs for Ashnod. Lazy lacking that hard contact at the moment. He's going to want to look to turn things over. At least the lineup will move forward in the third if he makes an out here with Fast Bow.
Fastbow trying to extend this inning for the Jackals. Going to try to do it with that weak contact to center field. Waters plays it on the hop. So Fastbow does get aboard with a 2-out single. Turns the lineup over. Cox Enormous at the plate.
Yeah, Ashnod's going to have to be careful with his placement. That one just expertly placed there. But there's a single sneaking right through the hole there between short and third base. Lazy now with his lineup turned over is going to be very, very dangerous looking to tie this up.
And even in the regular season, it is the Chicago Blues who are known as the driving the ball deep team. That is a big strike right there, way high and inside, and called a strike. And then goes outside with that strike. So the 0-2. Swung on, fouled off, keeps the inning alive. First and second, the Jackals trail by 2. Swing and a miss, got him chasing the low change.
Well placed by Ashnod. I think he knew he'd have Lazy fishing there if he switched up the timing. And he's been doing a lot of really good sequencing, and that location has been awesome from him and his pitcher so far.
Meanwhile, Lazy having a bit of trouble now with the tense pitcher locating these pitches. Swing and a miss on the high heat. The 2-1, going with that high curve. This should be in the zone. Is called a ball. That looked like a good pitch to me, Dwayne.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that one missed.
Inside change is fouled off, brings the count full. The payoff pitch, swung on and crushed to right field, but it will land foul. Keeps the at-bat going. The low change, taken all the way. And one of the reasons, and that'll be a leadoff walk for the Blues, one of the reasons Ash is so good at laying off that low change, whereas Lazy, we saw that big swing and a miss, as that one is crushed, but it will be a pop-up. Normus should have it in left center field, and he does. Out number 1. Ashnod does keep that reticle low in the zone, so if it's below that reticle, he knows not to swing at it.
Yeah, that could be a good benchmark for him in the strike zone for sure on some of those low pitches. Oh, you can see that one.
This could be 2.
Okay, there's 2, yeah.
Drilled right to Kid K, the first baseman, and steps on the bag for the double play. The Jackals get out of that one, surrender a leadoff runner, but nothing else. Now it's time for the 3-4-5 batters of the Jackals to try to get them back into this game. They trail by 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Game 1 of the World Series. That one's ripped right back up the middle. That's a leadoff base hit for Lazy and the Jackals.
Yeah, that's the start you need if you're the Jackals right now, especially with 3-4-5 coming up here. Now he's got a great chance to even tie this with one swing. He's going to have to be selective. Ashnod's really dominated the corners early in this one.
Kim Toe at the plate, .516 average here in this postseason. Gets into a good count here, 2-0. Big power, good contact. 5 homers so far in the postseason. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 2-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup again.
Ashnod picking up on the timing of Lazy here with the sequencing.
And a changeup again. 3 off-speed pitches in a row to recover from the 2-0 count and get the swinging strikeout off of Kim Toe. But that one is belted to center field. Waters has enough speed to get over there and make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, Lazy just unfortunate to not find a gap or anything there. Hit it right on the nose to center field.
Back to that changeup, swing and a miss. The 0-1. Back to the changeup, but that's the one out of the zone. Evens up the count. Runner on first here with 2 outs for Wacky Wanda. The 1-1 misses inside. Horton taking his time. The 2-1 clips the corner for a strike. And that one is belted into the gap in right field. If that hits the wall, it could score a run. And not a lot of speed out there in the outfield for the Blues. And this Blues team altogether, it's going to be an RBI double. And the Jackals have narrowed their deficit to 1.
Yeah, way to claw one back there for Lazy using the 6-hole hitter. And there's another one that's hit hard to right field, but Ashnod's going to camp out for that, make a good catch on the line drive. But there's a run for the Jackals, just a bit closer.
Yeah, off the bat, that one looks like it was destined for the same fate as the RBI double, but it ended up tailing right towards the right fielder for an easy out number 3. But the Jackals now only down by 1. Fastbo definitely looking to have another scoreless inning here. Gets into a good count, 0-2 against Paul Butterfield. The high change taken all the way.
You can see she's already at 55 pitches, so Lazy's probably already thinking about how and when he's going to utilize his bullpen. And that may or may not be good for Ashnod. We'll see how things go.
Good pitch right there. Gets some contact on it. V has to reach up in right field. Gets the catch for out number 1. And Fastbo now back up to neutral mojo. I was going to say, tailing off of that 55 pitch count comment, that the tense mojo might also be affecting Fastbo. That curveball in there for a strike. The 1-1 going back to the curveball. Taken all the way for strike 2.
Yeah, Ashnod maybe just not liking that pitch, not liking the placement on it. And there's a big strikeout for Lazy. Swing and a miss up in the zone.
Huge swing and a miss to make it 2 outs and nobody on here. Lazy looking to get back to that first inning pitching that he was able to pull off. And that one chasing out of the zone, Ashnod was. Zilla ranges back, makes the grab, a 1-2-3 inning. Makes it a scoreless inning there for the Blues. The Jackals back up to bat, 8-9-1 batters. That one, first pitch, ripped right back up the middle. That's a leadoff single.
Yeah, we are not short of action tonight. I was just thinking, moving into this inning, that they are raring to go here. 5 runs already through 4.
Fastbo staying in the game. That one on the ground, but gets through the hole into left field. First and second with nobody out. Here come the Jackals. The top of the order due up.
Danger, danger. Yeah, here we go. Coxie Normus gonna be waiting for his pitch. Ooh.
Swings at the first pitch. That one could find grass there in right field. No, Blues is able to make a magnificent sliding catch, I should say. Even with limited speed out there in right field. What a great effort.
Lazy just swinging, swinging, swinging. You can see he's really trying to take the lead, maybe even tie this.
First and second, one out here for Snappy Pop. 353 average here in the postseason. Big Walter Horton, 52 pitches thrown. The delivery misses inside. Brings the count to 2-1. Takes that one outside. Bottom of the fourth here. The Jackals trail by 1. The 3-1. Over the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him on the off speed. The payoff pitch. Off speed. He waits on it. That's going to find the gap in left field. That'll score at least 1. Here come the Jackals. Rounding third. Are they going to test for home? No, they will stay at second and third. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, way to set up Amy B with the second and third situation. I think that's the right move for Lazy to stay conservative, especially with the speed you can see over there at third base. And Ashnod, he knows it's the changeup. He knows the changeup was working, but the breaking ball, Lazy's crushing it into the gap.
This could be a ground out RBI, and it will be. So Amy B hits it to short, the throw to first in time. 2 outs, but a run comes across to score, and the Jackals have taken the lead back here in the bottom of the fourth. They lead 4-3 with a runner on third.
Yeah, some of the difference we're seeing in this World Series compared to last is just the insane run production. There's just hit. There hasn't been a lot that's reached over the fence yet. I don't even think there's been a home run.
No home runs yet, Dwayne, as that one, however, is ripped into left field. Another base hit for the Jackals. Another run coming across. And Lazy gets another RBI double. This time off the bat of the big man, Kim Toe. Jackals lead 5-3. Kid K swings at the first pitch. That one's going to stay in the park in center field. Waters makes the grab for out number 3. We head to the top of the fifth. Big Walter Horton's day might be done here. Jackals have a 5-3 lead. Fast post pitch count getting up there.
Yeah, you can definitely think, yep, there goes Big Walter. You're going to see Thomas Dorsey, the usual go-to hitter for the Blues. Fastbow's going to get some work, though. At least going to try to go 5 strong.
And you got to think, if his pitcher isn't tense, maybe he stays with the pitcher here, because Thomas Dorsey's power and contact, you can look at that. It might be a little bit better than a pitcher's power and contact, but other than that, Ash definitely has a lot of his stats loaded in his starting lineup rather than his bench. But he's able to work the count with Thomas Dorsey there, gets a lot of speed aboard with that leadoff walk.
Yeah, the accuracy's really diminished on fastball. Lazy sends another pitch out of the strike zone. He's got to find one here. And that curveball,
wow, that curveball
get in the zone.
Just a bit outside somehow, some way. Wing and a miss on the heater, well in the zone. The 2-1 staying with the heat, this time high. Ash lays off of it. Brings the count to 2-2. Stays with the heater. Swing and a miss. Got him.
Yeah, and even with the diminished velocity, he's able to use the fastball while they're high in the zone to get Ashnod swinging. You can see he does not like that high and away corner. Lazy trying to live up there a little bit as much as he can, really.
And Ashnod with a steal attempt there on the foul ball. That one is dribbled towards Zilla. This could be 2. The throw to second in time. The throw on to first. A rare double play.
Yeah, that's like a unicorn. You're not going to see a lot of those from the Chicago Blues offense. Ashnod's a soft contact double play, just not able to get around on that changeup. Lazy using his speeds well as well.
After that pinch hitter, Willie Dixon, the lefty specialist, steps in. That one is crushed to deep right field. It is gone! The Jackals with a solo shot.
That baby carried. And Wanda just a huge shot. That's got to feel rough for Ashnod. He thought maybe he might have had a chance to catch that.
Especially with Ashnod bringing in the lefty specialist. And that was what Wacky Wanda was, a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Dixon was giving Wanda lower pop power, lower contact, trying to lessen that chance of a big hit. As that one gets by the glove of the third baseman, that's going to be a single. And ends up throwing one pitch, and it goes over the fence in right field. That's a heartbreaker for the Blues, and just what you want if you're a Jackals fan.
Yeah, huge moment here in this game. It could be a momentum shifter. I mean, the momentum already shifted in Lazy's favor after he scored a few runs last inning. But now Ashnod's got to really be feeling the need to play catch-up, as that one is crushed to left field, and that might find some seat, and it's gone for a 2-run homer.
Lazy. We had seen no home runs from either of these teams so far this game, and here in this inning, with no outs, Lazy has hit 2 of them and has extended his lead to 8-3. Ham Choi comes in to pinch hit for the starting pitcher. And Lazy's just looking to end it here, you could think.
Yeah, he's absolutely clamped down and is mashing the ball. You can see Ashnod really needs to find the sequencing like he did before to be able to get him out, but he can't seem to stop him from getting hits.
And it's all been off of the pitching arm of Willie Dixon here, the lefty specialist, tense on the mound, unable to get any of the batters out so far that he has faced. Ham Choi, who just came in to pinch hit for the pitcher, will be taken out for Rogue Reed, who will be on first, just a little bit extra speed. Cox enormous. They might not need that speed. Will that one carry over the wall? Make it 3 home runs in the inning for the Jackals.
Wow. Lazy has exploded in this inning. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Oh my God.
Lazy right now is saying 93 ego. Have to stream this game. 10 runs so far here in the bottom of the 5th, scored by the best team in baseball, the Black Jackals. The 2-1 here to Snappy Pop, misses just a bit inside. Brings the count here to 3-1. Willie Dixon is now rattled on the mound and does issue the walk. You got to think, if you're Ashnod, you don't want to have to go to another arm here, but your options are looking thin as that one is crushed over the glove of the diving shortstop. That could get all the way to the wall. Waters is able to cut it off. So it'll be second and third. Lazy's going to challenge for home and will get in there safe. So an RBI double, 11-3, and the winning run, Kim To, is at the plate.
Yeah, you can see Ashnod maybe opting to walk Kim To. Nope, he'll come back towards the zone at least. But Lazy ahead in the count now, and yeah, one swing away perhaps from ending this one.
Swing and a miss there right on the corner, the 2-1. Just a bit low. Dixon still rattled. 21 pitches thrown, not a single batter retired. Gets the count full. The payoff pitch. Swung on some weak contact, caught by Staples right there in the gap between first and second for the first out of the inning. Brings up Kid K.
Yeah, Ashnod has to be thankful to gather an out there. Let's see if he's able to get some more and try and jump back into this game, because you know if he gets a chance to bat going into the 6th that he might just jump right into it.
That one ripped, but right into the glove of James at short. So quickly 2 outs here after trying to shut down the Jackals' huge rally here in the 5th. But Lazy wants it all. Lazy wants to go to game 2. Does that have the juice? The Jackals have walked it off.
Wow, that one was right down the tube, and Wanda did not miss it. That was her second home run. Was that her second home run of the inning?
Second home run of the inning, Dwayne.
My.
Wanda, definitely the MVP of the Jackals, got things started here for them and was able to end the game as well. The 10-run mercy rule coming into effect. And that's how the Jackals take Game 1 of the World Series. You know, Dwayne, we were talking earlier about how different this whole matchup is between last season and this season. And Lazy comes in and says, no, we're going to give you the exact same thing. He, with the mercy win and just an unstoppable bat, it really seemed that after those first few innings, once he got to the bullpen of the Blues, Lazy was just able to absolutely dominate.
Yeah, he really was able to just crush the ball. As soon as he saw the reliever, it was over. The home runs just started flowing. It was single homer. There was no stopping Lazy in that inning. I've never seen a rally as powerful as that. We know Ashnod has that in him too. He just couldn't get off the field for another chance to bat.
And Lazy's pitching was able to shut down Ashnod for 3 innings in a row there. In fact, the only inning where Ash was able to score any runs was that second inning where he was able to string together some well-hit balls. Lazy not looking at his top form pitching in that inning. But once he was able to get it back together, he was hitting his marks, getting Ash to even chase a little bit and just denying him that hard, strong, over-the-fence contact that we're so accustomed to seeing from Ashnod.
Yeah, it was really a dominant performance all around. Once we got to the middle innings from Lazy, I was speechless after that rally. There wasn't a lot for me to say. I've never seen baseball played as efficient as that.
Lazy does as Lazy does, and that is efficient baseball. That is the name of his game. Able to string together these big rallies, able to shut down his opponents. Like, all around, there's a reason, I think, why Lazy is hailed as the best player in Super Mega Baseball 3. He is great on at the plate, and he can shut down even the best bats like Ashnod's Coupon you saw right here, right now, with his pitching.
Yeah, indeed. And we're already moving here. The players ready to rock for game 2. So without further ado, we're loading into Lafayette.
Ashnod going to try to prevent another mercy defeat at the hands of Lazy as we head to Ashnod's home field, Lafayette corner. It is Lazy and the Black Jackals versus Ashnod's Coupon and his Chicago Blues. The Jackals are going to look to extend the rally they were just putting on. They come up to bat first. Cox Enormous swings at the first pitch, but right into the glove of Mavis Staples at second for out number 1.
Yeah, starting things off with a stinger. Lazy not wasting any time swinging at the first pitch and the second pitch, but should be 2 quick outs for the Blues defense. Ashnod playing a weird angle on that, I thought.
He was able to get in at the last second and make the grab for out number 2. Lazy, both of those pitches were very hittable, crushable pitches, but you can see Lazy just not able to get the reticle right where he wanted it to drive it over the fence. So 2 outs, an 0-2 count here to Amy B. Right on the corner, strike 3 called.
And that's efficiency. What's that, a 5-pitch inning?
I was just going to say, we were talking about efficiency earlier in the talking about Lazy, but Ashnod delivering some efficiency of his own right there. Wild pitch misses high. Here for Daydream Lullaby on the mound for the Black Jackals. Muddy Waters leading things off for the Chicago Blues.
No, that's high.
Curveball just misses a bit high. That looked like it was in the zone. The 3-1, right on the corner for a strike. Payoff pitch here. Muddy Waters takes it all the way, and it's just a bit inside. So we saw 5 pitches for the entire inning against the Jackals in the top of the inning. Amazing efficiency there from pitching from Ash. But here we have 7 pitches already thrown from Daydream Lullaby. A runner on first, nobody out, and a 1-1 count here to Jake Blues.
Yeah, you have to think Ashnod's wondering if a little bit of home cooking is going to do him some favors now that we're down at Lafayette. His eye is working here early in this one. He's going to take back-to-back walks to start it off, set up his 3-hole hitter with a big opportunity to jump out in this one.
Lazy in some trouble here early. Not a hit surrendered yet, but unable to really find his locations in the zone. Gets into a 1-1 count here. Runners on first and second with nobody out. That one's in the zone for a strike. Brings the count to 1-2 to Elwood Blues. Swung on and crushed towards right field, but it'll hang up for B, who makes the catch. Throws to first just to keep the runner in check. So 1 out here with first and second. Mavis Staples in the batter's box. Runner in scoring position here for the Blues. That one misses, gets by the catcher, but the runners will not advance. Not enough time there. Not a lot of room behind home plate in terms of foul territory here in Lafayette.
No, there is not. That changeup was placed really well by Lazy. If he can keep up some accuracy like that, he'll be doing okay, but you can see he's having a lot of trouble finding the zone in this bottom of the first.
The payoff pitch was right on the corner, but it's heading over the glove of Snappy Pop, and that is a line drive home run over the close short wall of Lafayette.
I don't think that one could have gotten out any lower at that angle, just an inch above the wall. Ashnod able to put 3 on the board in one quick swing.
Dwayne, that most certainly is not a home run in Sakura Hills. I don't think that's a home run in any other stadium in this game. Ashnod knows his home park and knows where to place those dingers. 3-0, the Blues lead.
That's ball 4.
And gets another walk here, the 3rd of the inning. Lazy is just having a very difficult time pitching.
Yeah, you'd have to think Daydream Lullaby is already closing in on rattled the amount of pitches and runs she's given up. 3 walks so far. Lazy really needs to find the zone, but you can tell when he finds the zone, Ashnod's just waiting to hit it with that power bat.
Lazy keeps on trying to get that outside curveball that just isn't getting called. Swing and a miss, though, on that heat right on the outside corner.
Yeah, maybe he's conditioned Ashnod a little bit with those curveballs to wait on things, and now the heat, at least for right now, a little bit more difficult to catch up to you. These two very, very good at adjusting their timing, though, once they realize the pitching patterns of their opponents.
Ashnod takes off for second. That one is ripped, but just foul down the left field line. Swing and a miss on the high heat, and that is how that inning ends. Ashnod just a hair off of making it 5-0. Instead, will leave the runner on first stranded, but does take a 3-0 lead there in the first.
Yeah, some run support for Howlin' Wolf. Definitely going to go a long way, because we saw last game that Lazy just able to turn it on at any given moment.
That one was ripped, almost destined towards right field, but a leaping effort from Mavis Staples at second base. Snags it for the out. So one away here in the top of the second. Kid K rips that one on the ground right in the glove of Butterfield, who steps on first for out number 2. Lazy probably thinking that he needs to extend these at-bats just a little bit, but he chases the first pitch here, lifted towards center, and that's another quick 3-up, 3-down inning.
Yeah, they're giving Howlin' Wolf a pretty easy time out there. 11 pitches so far, and now that Blues have a chance to pad this lead once again.
And Lazy's game really came alive in game 1 once he was able to get to the Blues bullpen. And here it seems like that's a far cry away from what Lazy's doing right here, giving the starter a ton of life. I believe the starter is now, Howlin' Wolf is now locked in, or at least should be. Because that one is crushed over the glove of Kid K. That's going to get down for a leadoff single for the Blues here in the bottom of the second. The Chicago Blues might be looking for a mercy of their own.
Yeah, that would be one way to respond for Ashnod. You know he's got it in that power bat to just hit the dig. This is the stadium to do it in, too. I mean, there's all around. The Spencers are short, and these bats have, 90-plus power.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. Those first 2 pitches, I'm not seeing where those curveballs are missing. Both of those look like easy strikes to my eye. Maybe you see something else. That heat is ripped. Wacky Wanda makes the catch! And the throw to first is not in time. Almost had a double play if Ash started taking off for second there, but an amazing diving effort there from Wanda at third.
Yeah, that's one you have to react about as fast as you possibly can in this game. I don't think there's many more hard hit balls than the one down to the corner at first or third like that.
High heat, swing and a miss. Brings the count to 2-2 here. Runner on first, 1 out. Lazy trying to get a scoreless inning here. That one just a bit foul down the third base line. High heat, swing and a miss. Got him! 99 miles per hour.
Yeah, the high heat's working well for Lazy. Maybe it's something he should stick with as long as he's able to locate it, and that's really the key. You can't even miss by an inch, or Ashnod's just going to stare at it, and that one is not coming back.
Off the third deck of Lafayette makes it a 5-0 game in favor of Ashnod's coupon. That was a high pitch, and it was a high changeup. That off speed was absolutely crushed.
Yeah, you can't hammer much harder than that in Lafayette corner.
It's hard to really locate those high changeups, as that is a ground out to end the inning and brings the Jackals back up to bat. And there's a high changeup, just maybe a pinch out of the zone, and it's ripped right into the glove of Mavis Staples for out number 1. Some short at-bats here for the Jackals, and they really are doing the Blues a ton of favors.
Yeah, you can see it through 13 pitches. Howlin' Wolf already locked in. I'm not sure if he had an offensive contribution. I can't remember off the top of my head. But either way, it's not looking good for Lazy when Ashnod's pitcher's got a little bit of extra juice and a ton of gas in the tank.
Weak contact towards center field, but hangs up for Muddy Waters to make the grab for out number 2. Up comes Daydream Lullaby, tense, versus the locked-in pitcher, Howlin' Wolf. The first pitch of this at-bat, swing and a miss on the low change. The 0-1, swung on and fouled. That one in the zone, the breaking ball. The 0-2, taken all the way, and it's strike 3 right on the corner. Howlin' Wolf, 9 in a row, retired.
Yeah, Ashnod, a far cry from his pitching from the bullpen in the last game. He was really not able to locate well, throwing a ton of strikes to Lazy in that 5th inning, but this game, he's just getting them out with ease.
1-0 is a curveball in the zone, but Ashnod unable to put the power into it. It's a pop-up for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Ashnod trying to keep his trend going so far in this game. First and second, he was able to score some runs. He wants to be able to score undoubtedly more runs here in the bottom of the third. Daydream Lullaby goes with that low chain. Curveball. Strike 3 called. That's where that zone is.
What a beautiful, beautiful pitch from Lazy. That curveball is art.
Unfortunately for Daydream Lullaby, already still tense. 62 pitches thrown already. Goes for that high outside curveball, smacked but foul. Staying with that curve. The 1-2 is crushed but towards Zilla. Picks it up, throws it to first. That is out number 3. So a quiet 1-2-3 inning off the bats of the Blues. And the Jackals looking for any sort of momentum here against the locked-in Howlin' Wolf.
Yeah, it's the first.
A low inside pitch called a strike right there.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the first clean inning for the Jackals in this one, so that might be something Lazy can build off of here. We saw 5 runs, or any sort of runs, not a huge issue for him with the bats in the last game.
But Lazy kind of looking a little bit lost at the plate here against Howlin' Wolf. Takes that high pitch. Brings the count to 2-2. Swings at that one. That could be the first hit for the Jackals of the game. And it is. That one finds Graffs in center field. A leadoff knock to get things started for the Jackals.
Yeah, that might be another thing to build on, you know, after the good inning. Another little single. You saw last game he was able to build a ton of singles, just string them together. Really loaded the bases with them, so any way you can find grass, Lazy's going to do it.
Sits on that changeup that could find grass in right field, and it will. Blues has to play it on a hop first and second with nobody out here for the Jackals, just like what you were saying, Dwayne. Stringing together some singles, looking to get something going. That one could get up the middle. Staples with a diving effort, chooses to go safe and get the one out at first, the sure out at first. Runners at second and third now for Kim Toe.
That's inside.
This could be big.
Yeah, Ashnod gonna opt not to put him on, I think, gonna try and get Lazy swinging. You can see he went for that one.
Swing and a miss on that low change. Might have just been right out the zone.
No, inside.
The 1-2 just a bit inside. Brings the count even up to 2-2. Checks the plate there, and that gets by the pitcher's glove. That's going to be an RBI single. Lazy thought about challenging for home. Keeps the runner at third. So runners at the corners here, but the Jackals get their first run of the game.
Yeah, any way you can. That one went right up the chute. Nice job by Lazy, even with his best power hitter, to just get it done, get the run home. Stays conservative to leave the runner at third. Sets up Kid K to shoot one into the gap, and that's at least one run.
We'll see if he tries to go home with Kim Toe. Blues is able to get it in quickly. So second and third here for the Jackals with one out. Jackals trying to keep this rally going. Here comes Wacky Wanda. Takes the first pitch just a bit high. The tying run at the plate. The Jackals trail by 3. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 here, top of the fourth. Ashnod changing up his infield a little bit. Sets them to normal. Oh, that one right at the knees, called a strike. The 1-2 from Wolf, just a bit inside. 2-2.
That's low.
Goes with the heat, but misses a bit low, brings the count full. The payoff pitch. Ooh. Swing and a miss, overpowered him with the heat.
Yeah, nice pitch by Ashnod. Wacky Wanda had 2 home runs off the specialist last game, but not able to get anything going there off that heater. And then next AB, first pitch, Lazy with a liner, ends the inning for Ash.
That one was absolutely ripped, but only 54 power on it, not enough lift. He had the contact right, but just unable to generate enough power to get that over the glove of the shortstop. So the Jackals will leave 2 runners in scoring position. But they do score their first runs of the game as that one finds the corner for strike 3. What a good pitch there from Lazy.
Yeah, that was some great placement. You can see Daydream Lullaby's tired. Ashnod getting a nice little single up the middle there to keep things rolling. But yeah, he's starting to tire out with a starter, but he's sticking with her, at least for now, trying to get through the 4th.
Imagine you probably would love to get to the 5th inning with Daydream Lullaby still in the game so you can bring in a pinch hitter for that spot. Gets into a good count here, 1-2. Runner on first with 1 out. That one swung. That's going to get into the hole. So 2 weak contact hits from Ashnod. Find grass. Gets some runners on first and second here with 1 out. A low changeup. That one's going to be crushed, but just fouled down the first base line.
Yeah, that one just too slow for Ash to hold up on.
And that curveball also off speed, and that one driven foul. So another 2-strike count here for the Jackals, looking to get that out, and they get it on the high and inside corner. Strike 3 called.
That's about as close as it can be to out of the strike zone, I think, in this game. That pitch just ended up right where it needed to be for Lazy. Ashnod
high heat,
couldn't have done anything with that if he tried, I think.
Oh, that's inside.
Yeah, just a beautiful pitch there from Lazy. And that high heat is really working for him, but it's the off speed that's been giving him some woes. That heat just a bit inside and issues the walk there to Blues. So the bases are loaded here for Elwood Blues. Daydream Lullaby stats are very dangerous, and Lazy has no choice but to go to the reliever. The righty specialist, Little Lackey, comes in.
Yeah, and she needs to get 1 out. Let's see if the specialist plays into this at all. Lazy will need to find the zone for sure.
Ball, that's outside.
And is having trouble doing it on those first 2 pitches. That low accuracy. The 2-0 is crushed into center field. That'll score at least 1. Cox Enormous hurries, throws it home, and the bases will stay loaded, but a run does come in to score. So the Chicago Blues get a run back. 6-2 they lead. The high heat, swing and a miss.
Ooh, that's one Ash might want back.
No,
Lazy
that's
has to be
high.
very, very careful who leaves those with Mavis Staples.
In design with any of these batters. If you notice, Ashnod's batters all have the same exact stats except for his pitcher. Snappy Pop gonna have a play here in left field, but this might be deep. Oh, lost track of the out count. Sorry about that, folks. That is out number 3, so Ashnod will leave the bases loaded, but not before scoring one run. Make it 6-2.
Yeah, any way you can stretch it just a little bit, it has to help. Lazy, like you said before, looking a little bit more lost than the last game. He was able to tack a few on in the 4th inning. In this 5th, he's going to need to do the same.
That one is driven towards right field, just on the foul line. It's fair, and it gets by the glove of the right fielder. That'll let Lazy get to second there for free. So a leadoff double for the Jackals. Brings up Little Lackey. Again, this is where you want a Daydream Lullaby to be able to stay in the game. Instead, he does kind of have to leave the righty specialist in. This one right down the middle. Driven deep to left field, but it will dive right in front of the warning track. And since it is in left field, Lazy opting to stay at second base and not challenge a tag up.
He's got okay speed out there, but he's not going to need it as that one is mashed to left field. Home run, Lazy.
Enormous. Deep left field, and that baby is gone. This lead now shrinking for the Blues, 6-4. Snappy Pop up to bat with one out.
Uh-oh. Now Ashnod may be sweating a little bit. He's got 50 pitches on his starter, and now he's tense. And you saw that mistake. Went a long way for Lazy.
And Howlin' Wolf,
Ball inside.
who was only at about 11 pitches in the 3rd inning,
Ball.
now tense at 54 here in the top of the 5th, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got Lazy off kilter with the changeup.
That's the timing, man. He's been using it well, Ashnod, through the first game and a half here to get Lazy off, and this might be what he needs to do now going forward to try and keep him from clawing back into this.
I think one thing in Ashnod's mind right now is try to keep his starter in as long as possible as that Mojo goes from tense to neutral. Strike 3 called right on the outside corner. Mojo down for Amy B. You're in the bottom of the 5th.
That's high.
The Blues have a 6-4 lead. Swing and a miss there. Brings the count to 1-2 for Elmore James. K-Dot activates for Little Lackey. Strike 3 called. That one on the outside part of the plate. And Mojo down for Elmore James.
Yeah, nicely placed by Lazy there to get a couple of, or to get out there. But
Yeah,
Ashnod,
curveball.
again, getting some soft contact and finding his way to get a single. Something different.
Curveball right off the plate, possibly.
No, inside.
Was able to get some lumber on it and sends it into left field, right field. That one is sent to left field over the leaping glove of the 3rd baseman. Wacky Wanda, 1st and 2nd here with one out for BB King. Righty specialist activates.
Yeah, and you can feel the danger when Ashnod starts to really set the table for his, his power hitters that are all throughout this lineup.
And the high changeup again. You knew it as soon as you saw it. That baby is gone. That is a pitch that Ashnod will punish every single time. Mojo up for BB King. A 3-run shot. The Blues lead 9-4.
Yeah, this park's not keeping that in. That maybe in a lot of other ones that's just a bit of a pop-up. But hey, now we got ourselves a 9-4 ball game. Lazy's going to have to pitch his way out of this one. Howlin' Wolf, though, able to get a stroke from the left field for a single, keep things rolling.
It seems like between these two teams, it's been the story of bullpens. If you can get to your opponent's bullpen, then you have a better chance of stringing together some hits, and the Blues are just absolutely lighting up Little Lackey at the moment.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Maybe it's a bit of the combo or velocity and the accuracy. It's an interesting thing that's happening definitely in both of these games so far.
Runner on first with one out. A changeup right in the middle of the zone. That one is crushed, but right into the glove of Amy B. Might have a chance for 2. The throw to first. Not in time. Somehow, the runner was able to get a glove on the bag. Yeah, that was a close play.
That was the closest play I think I've seen in a while. That one made my heart stop for a second. I thought we were going to see some real highlight reel action coming out of right field for the Jackals.
Ball inside, misses. Brings the count to 2-2 here against Jake Blues. The changeup over the plate is hammered into the glove of KK. There at first, steps on the bag to get the out, but another 3 runs off of a big bat homer for the Blues. Makes it 9-4. The Jackals have their work cut out for them if they want to extend their World Series lead to 2-0.
Yeah, and Ashnod trying to win his first World Series game. Overall, last season he was here against Lazy. He got swept, so if he can come away in Game 2 here with a victory after dropping Game 1, that's going to be huge for Ashnod.
A big confidence boost for sure, as that one is strike 3 called right on the corner. Couldn't have placed it any better. Kid K at the plate. Nobody on, 1 out. Swings at the first pitch, drives it foul down the third base line. The 0-1. Taken all the way. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. Howlin' Wolf taking his time. The 0-2. And Lazy protecting the plate there. I mean, the way those inside strikes have been called, you can't fault him for trying to expand the zone here. Swing and a miss on the off speed right off the plate. That's another K for strike 2. For out 2.
Good utilization of the changeup to get him to chase, and that one stung on the first pitch over to Butterfield, so a clean inning for Ash. That's exactly what you want.
And Lazy just trying to find the same strike zone that it seems that Ashnod has been getting. Goes with that high curve ball. It is popped up into deep center field. Normus gets under it, makes the grab for out number 1. Mackey still tense, misses there with the low heat. Wanted it up in the zone, ended up being low. Still a strike. That high curve ball is driven but foul. Gets into a good count here, 0-2. High change. Swung on and fouled. Staying with the changeup is Little Lackey. Just a bit low.
Yeah, Ashnod wanted that one so bad he hit it about 90 degrees.
The curved ball is smacked into center field. Normus able to throw it in to keep the runner at first. 1 out single there for the Blues. That'll be it for Little Lackey. Tiger comes in. The lefty pitcher. Has the composed straight, has 1 additional pitch. That one is belted to deep right field. Does B have a play? No, it's off the wall. This should score a run for the Chicago Blues. The throw to home plate will be cut off by the pitcher. The runner stays at second. 10-4, the Blues lead it.
Yeah, well done by Ash to just go with the pitch, hit it to one of the deeper parts of Lafayette corner. And that one, a good favor for Lazy, right into the glove of Kid K.
Yeah, soft liner right into the glove of Kid K for out number 2. Runner on second with 2 outs. That one is hammered but foul. Brings the count quickly to 0-2 here. Ashnod taking just a bit of a breather here. You can bet that Ashnod's thinking just needs 4 more runs to close this one out and get his first ever World Series win. Tensions may be a little bit high. Tiger looking to get this 3rd out. Give the Jackals bats another chance to get up as that high heat is swung on and fouled. Mahalia Jackson swings at the high heat again, driven foul.
You can see with 2 strikes, both these players protecting a little bit. That one crushed to left center field. There it is.
Mahalia Jackson drives it deep. Another 2-run shot. Another 2 runs on the board for Ashnod's Coupon. Leads 12-4, only 2 runs away from that mercy win.
Yeah, Lazy couldn't get it much lower without it being a ball, so he was trying to really hit that in the low portion of the zone, but Ashnod reaching down for it. You know he keeps his reticle down there, and he just doesn't miss.
And Ashnod not having to adjust between batters, as that one is popped up to center field. Normus gets under it, makes the grab. We saw him take a little bit of a breather, probably just to get his emotions under control, but when every one of your batters has the same exact power and contact, Ashnod is able to dial in on a pitcher and be able to string together these home runs like we've been seeing him do.
Yeah, it's really in the flawless placement of the reticle that's inside. Able to produce those really, really hard hits every single time. We saw in this game, though, probably more soft contact out of him than we've ever seen in a primetime game, I'd think.
93 batting ego might have something to do with that one, as that one is crushed by Lazy, but it's going to be staying in the ballpark. Waters makes the grab based on how hard we've seen these teams hit the ball, you might be tempted to call that shallow center field, even though it very clearly isn't.
Yeah, even here in Lafayette, that one was still crushed pretty deep.
Blues taking a moment here. Willie Dixon coming in for relief. This is the same pitcher that Lazy was able to get that walk-off off of in game 1 of the World Series.
That's outside.
Might be what Lazy wants to see here. Four-seamer curveball change, specialist trait for Dixon. Swing and a miss there off the plate. The 2-1.
That's outside.
Just a bit outside. Taken all the way. The 3-1 here to Zilla.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the 101 mile per hour heat on the inside corner. The payoff pitch.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. Fooled him with the change. That has been the bread and butter for Ash this game.
Yeah, and so far in this series, really, even though last game he did not have much success, the changeup is the name of the tune for him. I think if he sticks with it, he's going to continue to have a lot of success. Lazy really dialed in on his breaking ball. We saw that in the last game, so we'll see what he chooses to go with Willie Dixon here.
Ham Choi coming in for I Tiger, so 2 relievers already down for the Jackals. Only 2 left. Gets into a good count here with Ham Choi. Gets a 4-pitch walk with the pinch hitter. Jackals looking for some 2-out magic to get back into this game. They trail by 8. That's enormous. Swings at that first pitch, the high breaking ball. Drives it foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him on that changeup. And the 0-2. Swung on, protecting the plate there. Drives it foul. Into the dugout.
Lazy might be picking up on the changeup a little bit, trying to wait on it.
Switching to contact. We've been noticing this. Lazy switching to contact swinging on these 0-2 counts.
Ball outside.
That one just a bit outside. A good eye there from Lazy. That one missing inside. So works the count here to 2-2. That curveball hanging but driven foul into the seats. The 2-2.
Ball, that's inside.
This is way inside. We're going to that changeup. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. I don't believe it, Dwayne. That must have just clipped the black. Lazy taking it all the way, and I would have too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one that's going to freeze you, I think. You know, most of the hitters in our league in the XBL are going to take that. That was just superb placement from Ashnod. Like we said in the pregame, he's been really improving his pitching game, even just a hair, and it's leaps and bounds better for him overall as a team now.
Ashnod just 2 runs away. Needs to get them off of the glove of Pack-a-Punch, who is in for relief. 11.37 ERA from this reliever in the postseason for Lazy. But gets a good strikeout there. Swing and a miss on the high heat, 102 miles per hour.
Yeah, the K-Man coming into play. Lazy really able to reach back for some extra gas there using Pack-a-Punch. You can see he might go with it, or no, it's 1-1 here, sorry.
I tense up every time I see Lazy deliver that high changeup, knowing what Ash has been able to do with it in the past. That time with the high heat is driven into the glove of Snappy Pop there in left field for out number 2. Strike 1 called there on the inside corner. Goes with the outside curve. That one is belted. Ash waited on that one, driven into center field for a base hit, ripped up the middle.
Yeah, a little bit of 2-out action. That's nicely done by Ashnod to just get a single. Doesn't always have to swing for the fences. You know, he just loves to hit the ball hard no matter what he does.
I think he'd love to swing for the fences here, as he is just 1 home run away from getting his first World Series victory. The high heat, swing and a miss, breaks the count to 1-2. K-Man activates for Pack-a-Punch, just off the plate, taken all the way from Ash. Is he trying to find that outside corner? That time Ash swings. Will it find grass? It will, right in front of B.
Easy.
Safe at first, tried for the 9-3 putout, couldn't quite get it. So 2 outs here. The winning run is at first base here for the Blues. Mavis Staples, swing and a miss. The 0-1 to Staples goes with the changeup. In there for a strike. I don't believe that. The K-Man misses. 1-2 here to Staples. Misses wild. That one's driven to left field, and the Chicago Blues have walked it off. Back-to-back mercies, both teams trading them, and this series is evened up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, he just destroyed that. I mean, what a way to end this one. Trading mercies, these two. I mean, what do you expect? What a series so far.
I mean, neither of these teams really is 1 for 9 inning games. If you look at them, I would assume if you looked at their stats in the regular season, you would see a good deal of mercies, far more mercy games, mercy wins for both of these teams than you would see. I would guess in the rest of the league combined. They get their runs early, they get them quick. And not early in this case for Ashnod. I mean, he was able to put 3 runs up in the first inning, but for him this game it was a matter of stringing together innings where he was keeping his bat alive. Lazy just wasn't able to get a lot of good outs with his pitching, whether it was his starter or his reliever throughout the game. And Ashnod was able to dial in on those missed pitches, those high changeups, those red, wild pitches. And every time one of those was thrown, he was going to be sending it over the fence. We saw it here. He was just home run after home run for Ashnod, whereas Lazy in game 1, it was home run after home run, but that was all in one inning. Kind of different styles of producing these mercy caliber runs between these two teams while still being able to mercy each other.
Yeah, I think in game 2 especially, the home runs will hurt you, but the walks are truly what is killer. And I think Lazy was just not able to really command the zone with as much efficiency through really both games, through most innings than Ashnod. Ashnod really came out to pitch tonight, I think, but once he brought in that reliever in game 1, Lazy was able to put together an unstoppable rally, which is, it's rare, but it's definitely possible from both of these teams in a lot of moments. So I just think that we saw what was capable of both of them tonight, and that's a great way for games 1 and 2 of the series to go. There's really no calling it going from here, I would say.
The only thing we can be sure of is that we're going to be seeing a lot more runs being scored in the rest of this World Series, Dwayne. I think that's unavoidable.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with the bump to 93, they were able to mash the ball tonight, as you saw. Lafayette did some favors, letting a few balls sneak over the wall, but hey, it's in play right now. It is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do with what you have to work with. And they're both playing in the same stadium. They're both able to take advantage of the same park factors in the same game. So it's all about who's able to use what when they're able to use it.
Absolutely. And we only have to wait and see and wait expectantly for the conclusion of this World Series, the continuation of it, which we hope to see very, very soon. But tomorrow night, we will be back with more XBL action. This time, we will be starting off our AAA World Series. You don't want to miss it. Between, Dwayne?
We got Pizza Volcano and the Moon Kingdom versus Corruptions and the Prowlers. So that should be really exciting. The number 1 and the number 2 seed in the AAA.
As well as it is here in the XBL, both 1 and 2 seeds being able to get there. If you thought we saw a lot of runs tonight, I think we got to wait for tomorrow night as well. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of long balls, Absolutely. A lot of good contact between those two teams tomorrow, both of them big sluggers.
Yeah, for sure. They were at the top of the league in all the offensive categories. So just like tonight, we will see on 83 Ego the mastery that those two are able to put on for us. It should be an awesome show.
We hope to see you all there for tomorrow night for the start of that, as well as for the continuation of this XBL World Series that we hope to get to you very, very soon. Make sure you're following so you are updated with that. Feel free to join the Discord where you can learn more about the league as well as interact with the great fan base that we have, as well as get to know some of the players who are in all of our leagues, the XBL, the AAA, and the AA. Dwayne, any parting words before we sign off for the night?
Well, it's been great to be back in the booth with you again, Floribel. It's been a while since you and I were able to do this together, so good to be back. Just great games tonight. Thank you to our participants for being able to provide such good entertainment. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And like you said, we got games tomorrow night. We will have games on Monday night as well, and I think we will have a continuation of this series following that. So we will have back-to-back baseball pretty much the next few days. Keep your eyes peeled anywhere you can find a game in the league news, in the Discord, in the scheduled games, and we did make a Reddit post tonight before this one. I'll try to do that before every game. We'll try to get that out there as best as we can. So spread the word. Thanks everybody for joining, and yeah, have a safe and happy evening, and we'll see y'all later.
See you all later, everybody. Stay safe and healthy out there.